Hi and welcome to another video. My name is Gamu and this is Africana. If you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you for coming back, and if you're a newbie, welcome to the family. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and stick out till the end to find out my 30-day challenge to set your top 10 goals that I got from a book by Terry Savelle Foy. I've already started doing this and I found it really helpful, so stick out to the end of the video to find out more about that. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video, which is about how to set your goals for 2021. So before I start, I actually just want to point out that, it's really awesome that at the beginning of a new year, most people really want to start on a clean slate and do things differently, and most people will write a list of resolutions and then completely forget about them. So first of all, it's great to incorporate new changes in the new year, but you don't have to wait for a new year or new week or new month to start doing something differently. Every day is a new opportunity for you to make different decisions, for you to make good choices, and for you to do things in a different way. So you don't have to wait until the 1st of January to implement any of these things. And the second thing is, we don't know when life is going to get back to normal. I feel like many people think there's kind of a reset button on the 1st of January and Corona's finally going to be gone and everything's going to be back to normal, but probably it will take a much longer time before things get back to normal. So really, it's a matter of having a mindset shift and adapting to whatever life presents. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's get back into this video without wasting any more time. You can also find exactly what I'm talking about in the timestamps below so that you can find exactly what you're looking for. Otherwise, you can just watch the whole video. So this exercise or this video is going to be important for you to watch before watching the video I will do next week, depending on when you watch this, but the video on making a vision board. So the top 10 goals that we're going to learn how to make in this video are what we're going to use as the anchor to make a vision board next week. And I'd like to start this with a quote from Napoleon Hill, which says, "Goals are simply dreams with deadlines." And I love this because it really puts you in the right mindset when you're thinking about what to put down as your goals. Things that are your dreams, your aspirations, maybe things even you think are impossible to achieve or that would take a lot to achieve. Those are the kind of things you want to be writing as your goals. And that actually takes me to my first point, which might sound like a contradiction, but your goals must be believable. Keep them realistic, but at the same time, big enough to the extent that they do scare you. A helpful guideline how you should set a goal that has a 50% chance of happening. The point of you writing it down is setting the intention that you want to achieve it. And by simply doing that, you're already setting in motion the process of accomplishing that goal. Which brings me to my second point, which is to make a list of your goals. Probably this should have been the first one, but so you make your goals realistic and then you write them down. I feel like so many people have dreams and aspirations and goals, but very few people actually take the time to write them down. And when you write down your goals, you want to be very clear about what it is that you want in as much detail as possible. Stay away from making it too vague. So for example, you could say, I want to lose weight. That's way too vague. You have to be specific about your actual health goals. Perhaps you want to be a certain weight, or perhaps you want to build muscle, or whatever it is that you want to do. You have to be specific about your goal and then also give yourself a deadline. So when you're writing down your goals, you can also just put a deadline. And this is not set in stone. It's really just to give your mind an anchor and something to work towards. So a deadline and giving as much detail as possible. My next point is to review your goals. It's all well and good to have a list of goals that you'd like to accomplish, but if you're not taking time out to look at those things, you're going to forget it and it's not going to be at the forefront of your mind. You're not really going to be working towards it. So it's helpful, I think, to have two separate lists of your goals. So the one list can be your very detailed descriptions of what you'd like to accomplish and why you want to accomplish it. And then the other list is just a paraphrased list of your goals that you can review every single day. And then you can review the longer, kind of meatier version of your goals, maybe once a week or once a month, depending on how much detail you give. And then the other list, you review it every single day in the morning. It's a great way to start a day and to get yourself super excited to dig into your work. And I think this is another point that's important, that your goals should keep you excited and driven. Don't write goals that are the expectations of people around you or to appease anyone else, because you're not going to be really driven to accomplish them. It's the same concept where if someone comes up with an idea for a business and then someone steals it, they're unable to really push it forward because it was never theirs to begin with. They don't have the passion to see it through. It's the same thing with writing goals for other people and accomplishing things you think other people want you to accomplish, rather than writing goals for things that you really are passionate about and that you will be driven to do and work on every single day. My next point is to keep your goals simple. Not so much in the complexity of the actual activity or end result, but simple in the sense of how many you have on your list. It's pointless to have a list of 100 goals because that is overwhelming for anyone. So keep it at 5 to 10 max, and 3 minimum, I suppose. But if you have a small number of goals, it's easier for you to really zone in on action steps towards achieving each and every one of them. So I suppose it's more keeping your goals short and not so much simple, or rather keeping the list of your goals short and just making sure that you choose a niche amount of things to just focus on for a given amount of time. This brings us perfectly to my last point, which is the 30-day challenge to set your top 10 goals. So I've already started doing this, and like I said, you can find it in the book that I will link in the description, which you can find on Terry Savelle Foy's website. It's basically where you write your top 10 goals every single day for 30 days. But here's the kicker: you cannot look at what you've written on previous days. So each and every day you just pick up your notebook, you write 10 goals that you would like to accomplish. And then at the end of the 30 days, you've become super clear on exactly what you want by seeing which goals have actually been consistent throughout the 30 days. And I think just the activity of sitting down to think about it every single day for 30 days really helps you to clarify what it is that you want. And I've been doing this for maybe like 3 days now, and it's quite interesting how much my goals have changed from the first day in comparison to the third day. And I mean, I'm only 3 days in, so I'm quite keen to see how it's going to look 30 days from now. And then when the 30 days are complete, then I will work on my vision board, which we will talk about next week. So next week I'll talk about how to actually just make a vision board. I'm not going to make my vision board yet, probably just after I finish my top 10 goal challenge, and then I'll work on my vision board. But this is basically the anchor to the vision board and what's going to give material and what's going to feed into that vision. So I think something else that I just want to say before I finish is to address the fact of why goal setting and vision boards work. This is because when you set your intention about something, you set into motion things around you that assist you in accomplishing that goal. So for example, let's say you want to get into grad school. And before you set the intention to do that, you've probably been seeing a lot of ads about grants and scholarships and possible universities you could attend, but it never stood out to you because you had not set the intention, even if you had been wanting to do it, but you had not set the intention that that is what you want to do. But when you actually set the intention, certain things start to jump out at you that have always been there. So this is not magic per se. Goal setting and achieving results works in much the same way, where you now become more attuned to things that will get you closer to accomplishing your goal, which is why it's so important to be super intentional about what you want to achieve so that you can get closer to actually achieving it, because you will start to notice things around you that get you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.